Faith and prayer both are invisible, but they make impossible things possible. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. Better than 1,000 hollow words, is one word that brings peace. What we think, we become. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. Everything that happens to us is the result of what we ourselves have thought, said, or done. We alone are responsible for our lives. Love the whole world as a mother loves her only child. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. Leave behind confused reactions and become patient as the earth, unmoved by anger, unshaken as a pillar, unperturbed as a clear and quiet pool. Health is the best gift, contentment the best wealth, trust the best kinsman, nirvana the greatest joy. Drink the nectar of the Dharma in the depths of meditation, and become free from fear and sin. It is better to do nothing, than to do what is wrong. For whatever you do to yourself. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way. As you walk and eat and travel, be where you are. Otherwise you will miss most of your life. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth, not going all the way, and not starting. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are not affected by praise or blame. Understanding is the heartwood of well-spoken words. Purity and impurity depend on oneself, no one can purify another. The root of suffering is attachment. If with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them like a never-departing shadow. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that and all will be well. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else, you are the one who gets burned. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. I never see what has been done, I only see what remains to be done. Three things cannot be long hidden, the sun, the moon, and the truth. I do not believe in a fate that falls on men however they act, but I do believe in a fate that falls on them unless they act. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love, this is the eternal rule. Whatever words we utter should be chosen with care. For people will hear them and be influenced by them, for good or ill. With fools, there is no companionship. Rather than to live with men who are selfish, vain, quarrelsome, and obstinate, let a man walk alone. It is better to travel well than to arrive. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? A jug fills drop by drop. A woman of the world is anxious to exhibit her form and shape, whether walking, standing, sitting, or sleeping. Even when represented as a picture, she desires to captivate with the charms of her beauty and, thus, to rob men of their steadfast heart. To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle, wise people are diligent. The wise ones fashion speech with their thought, sifting it as grain is sifted through a sieve. True love is born from understanding. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways. In a controversy, the instant we feel anger, we have already ceased striving for the truth, and have begun striving for ourselves. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. Better than worshipping gods is obedience to the laws of righteousness. The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Give, even if you only have a little. Ardently do today what must be done. Who knows? Tomorrow, death comes. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The way to happiness is, keep your heart free from hate, your mind from worry. Live simply, give much. Fill your life with love. Do as you would be done by. If the problem can be solved, why worry? If the problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good. You must love yourself before you love another. By accepting yourself and fully being what you are, your simple presence can make others happy. Chaos is inherent in all compounded things. Strive on with diligence. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. Teach this triple truth to all: a generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. The whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Never fear what will become of you, depend on no one. Only the moment you reject all help are you freed. If you light a lamp for somebody, it will also brighten your path. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Speak or act with an impure mind and trouble will follow you. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts, it is a sword that kills. Happiness is not having a lot. Happiness is giving a lot. Hatred does not cease through hatred at any time. Hatred ceases through love. This is an unalterable law. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments, but rain your kindness equally on all. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you.